demons.
You saw hell?
I saw the pit, the black pit open up between me, and I saw the little demons next to me that I used to think were aliens, but they're demons.
Welcome to Feed Your Minds. Today we are going to cover the alien agenda on Flat Earth. And so way before Flat Earth was a popular topic, I was listening to some research by Michael Tsarian. He was on the Freeman Fly television show, and he was talking about how this race of alien beings got kicked out of their home planet. They ended up getting punished here on Earth, and there was a quarantine around the Earth. And so Michael Tsarian was speaking how the quarantine doesn't allow for any space travel beyond the moon. And these beings have been trying to break through this quarantine for some time now. And so now these beings live underneath the earth, and they live underneath the water, and they blend in with everyday people sometimes, and they've pretty much been here for some time now. And they've been said to be involved in societies and governments for pretty much the beginning of mankind, all the way back to the Egypt times. So most people like to call these beings aliens for some reason, but the thing is, in this video, we're going to discuss how these beings are not aliens at all. These are demonic beings. You see, the story that Michael Tsarian was speaking of, how these beings got kicked out of their dwelling place, and now they're stuck here on the earth, and they can't get past this quarantine that's been put around the earth. Well, that story happens to sound very familiar, doesn't it? Because there's a story in the Bible about demons getting kicked out of heaven, and it says the great dragon was cast out of heaven, along with a third of the angels out of heaven as well. And now those angels are to be considered demons. So there is a link between aliens and demons. And the thing is, these demons that got kicked out of heaven are trying to pass themselves off as aliens. And I believe these UFOs and aliens usually attack atheists the most because it's easier to pass their alien agenda off to a non-believer. And alien activity is usually linked to a lot of people that have dabbled in the occult. And I believe a lot of these atheists sometimes might have dabbled in the Ouija board or the fortune telling and stuff like that, just playing around because they don't really believe in that stuff. And they feel the need to try some of these things just to prove to themselves that the stuff's not real. And the thing is, they could have opened themselves up to some serious stuff. And that's why they could be experiencing these beings, and now they're witnessing manifestations, and they open themselves up to a whole reality of demonic possession where they're seeing things. And I've heard afterlife experiences where people have seen these demons and they describe them just like the aliens are described. And so a lot of these aliens seem to be interdimensional, and so it seems to me they basically have the ability to appear in and out of different realities. And so they might manifest into our reality and then go back to their realm. And a lot of these beings I believe to be some type of Nephilim type hybrid, where there's stories of demons that have made it with humans, and then the offsprings are some type of demonic type human hybrid. And so I believe a lot of these UFO incidents to be a combination of both physical and spiritual attacks. And I believe many of them are definitely spiritual attacks, where it's more of a demonic possession type thing, where the experience is completely in the mind of the person. But the thing is, it's not just in the mind, because I believe something to actually be taking place in the spiritual realm of that person. And so that would be kind of like an out-of-body experience, or how some might consider demonic possession. And I believe these demons want to be considered aliens because it's part of their agenda. You see, these demons are actually the ones that are running the Illuminati, and they've been in contact with mankind for some time now. And I believe they teach mankind all types of technologies and insight and intelligence and more. And I've even seen video of some woman that was channeling an alien, and the alien was speaking through her. And this woman actually believes it's an alien from outer space that was speaking through her. But any Christian that would have seen this video, they would have known that this was a demon that was channeling through her, and that demon was not from outer space, because outer space actually doesn't exist. That was all part of the heliocentric solar system, because Copernicus and Pythagoras were said to be Illuminati sun worshippers, and so it wouldn't have taken much for a demon to possess Pythagoras and Copernicus to bring out that Illuminati heliocentric sun worshipping globe model through a form of channeling. Because I believe a lot of these Illuminati people are in touch with these demonic beings, and a lot of the technology is done the same way, with these demonic beings channeling through them information in order to help achieve certain technology. And so there's even been reports of these alien abductions where the aliens were defeated by the victim calling out the name of Jesus. I've seen several studies where this has taken place, where the victim calls out the name Jesus and these aliens were rebuked and they fled. And so that's more evidence that these aliens are not from outer space, but instead they are demonic beings masquerading themselves as alien beings. And it's all part of their Illuminati agenda. You see, I believe this alien agenda has been prepared as a grand finale plan for some time now. So are they actually going to execute this alien agenda mission? Because with this flat earth resurgence going on right now, time is running out for them to act. Otherwise, maybe they'll just abort that plan and go with another plan, because they have several plans. I mean, they have the asteroid agenda, the Planet X agenda, the World War III agenda, the zombie agenda, and much more. And so they have no shortage of ideas in order to pull off something. But either way, the time is still running out, because the more people that are starting to discover the flat earth, the lie is being exposed, and they're going to have to pull something pretty quick. And so be on the lookout for some crazy stuff happening soon if this flat earth stuff continues to increase the way it has been increasing, because the flat earth information could blow their whole agenda. And so let me touch on UFOs real quick. I mean, like I said, sometimes they're physical objects, sometimes they're non-physical objects. And I believe there's room for both. I mean, I believe there could be aircraft that we haven't seen that the Illuminati might have stashed away somewhere. And I believe that some of these sightings are spiritual sightings and not actually a physical UFO object. So before I get out of here, I'll play some testimony that these aliens are demons. And so I'll just play a brief clip of some of the testimony of these aliens actually being demons. And this is testimony from people that have died and witnessed some things before the doctors revived their life when they came back to this world. They came back with testimony of seeing some beings that look just like aliens. And they quickly realized that these aliens were demons. And I believe they even appeared in the hospital room with them, so only they could see these beings. And so thank you for tuning in. Join me on my Patreon page, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
In fact, there was more than the doctor. There was a nurse that happened to be there named Anita, and she was experiencing the same thing, that there was no heartbeat, there's no pulse.
You are looking at a miracle. By all medical expertise, I'm not supposed to be alive. On November 12, 2003, I fell dead of a massive heart attack in the airport in Sydney, Australia. I was clinically dead 45 minutes.
I was in my body, but not alive. It was like my spirit was still in my body, and I could see.
And I saw all the demons. I thought they were my friends.
Wow.
And they were waiting for me to welcome me in hell.
I'm like, oh no, I can hear myself talk, but I can't move my lips and I can't move my body. And I look over to my right, and there's two little gargoyle alien-looking grays.
There was absolutely no hope for me at all. I was just a corpse. They took my body and put it on a stretcher and carried it to an ambulance.
So I started the process of death.
And these demons, these creatures were around you.
They were waiting for me above me, because I was like attracted out of my body to stay. I wanted to stay, because when I saw them, you know, I didn't want to die. I wanted to go back in my body, but it was impossible. I was like attracted outside.
You saw demons.
I saw the pit.
And demons.
You saw hell?
I saw the pit, the black pit open up between me, and I saw the little demons next to me that I used to think were aliens, but they're demons. I saw the pit, the black pit open up between me, and I saw the little demons next to me that I used to think were aliens, but they're demons.
And the paperwork had been finished, and it was DOA, dead on arrival at the hospital.
So that voice that spoke like we're speaking now was an audible voice. And I mean, I've been in enough recording studios to know you can't just, manifest the voice of a thin air.
What did these creatures look like, Alan?
Well, they didn't look at all like I saw them when I was down here.
Okay.
They look horrible. You can think about the worst good special effect in Hollywood of, ugly demons, and it's like 1 million more. It's not human. You cannot express. It's terrible.
Look like little body beings with little bald heads, big craniums, big eyes like cat eyes, like demon, and little sharp teeth, like little gray aliens.